Hello and welcome to my channel, Lead with Love. Lead with Love. Lead with Love is a nonprofit organization. I am the director of Lead with Love Inc. And I am on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, and I'm on TikTok. You can find me with Lead with Love 555. Once you enter that, then I'll pop up. I usually have on a pink shirt with all the socials on there and the icons of the socials, but it's Lead with Love Inc. And on my that's how it is on Facebook, Lead with Love Inc. Everywhere else is just Lead with Love, and it's Lead with Love 555. Facebook is Lead with Love 05. So it's a little different. That's why I have another shirt that has the icons differently there. But in this video, like I wanted to talk about spirituality. I wanted to talk about like awakening or just being knowledgeable of this magic, because if I was born 79, right? And I was raised in the 80s, 90s, that time frame. But you want to break these generational curses, and then it's like, okay, you're growing up in the 80s, 90s era, and then in that era, what were the aunts doing? They were sitting there and they were cursing people. They were doing love spells on people, trying to trap people, get them to stay with them, force them to do all kinds of things. It's like, when you sit there and you do magic, you are cursing yourself, you're cursing your children, you are cursing the future. That's why I don't do it. I don't do it because I am aware of that. I know that they are cursing themselves. So it's like I would watch them. They would do all this stuff to people, and then their children end up paying for it. So it's like they don't see it like that, because they're like with the evil witchy laugh, like ha 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 ha. I can't even laugh evil. I'm just not evil like that. Like they're just so wicked, and they just do all this stuff because they can, because black magic, it is gonna work. You can do it to a person and it is gonna work, but the consequence of doing it is that when it backfires, when it comes back to you, it's gonna come back to you 10 times as bad. It's gonna be worse for you than it ever was for the person that you're trying to curse. So that is a consequence that you are taking by doing that kind of magic. Like you are knowledgeable. You know about this curse. You know what's gonna happen to you if it backfires. You know what's gonna happen if it doesn't work. The only way for things not to work on a regular person, a regular human being, is you have to grow, you have to heal, you have to evolve, and you have to awaken. You have to be knowledgeable of all this shit. All this shit. Like, this is what people do. And I don't know why they didn't tell us this, like when we was little and when we was growing up. They didn't tell us. They didn't tell us because they didn't want us to know. They didn't want us to know. They didn't want us to awaken. They wanted us to be all fucked up, because they're sitting there and they're doing all these curses and all these kind of things to innocent people, and they don't want you to know. So now when you awaken on your own and you realize like all the shit that they were doing, it's like, oh, this is what they were doing all these years. This is what they have been doing. But it shows in their offspring. It shows in the way that their life is now. They are cursed. They have bad luck. Bad things happen to them. Nothing happens the way that they wanted. The way that they tried to force a situation to their benefit, it didn't work out in their favor, and it cursed them. So it's like all the love spells they did to trap a man, now they're single and alone, and nobody wants them. Or they do money spells. They want you to have problems financially. Like they do that. They try to sabotage your money So it's like you meet people in the world and they do that to you. They don't even know you, but they do that to you. But imagine a family member doing that to you, and then now you see the family member and then they're all fucked up. Like they don't have nothing. They have nothing. And it's because of all of the money spells or all of the chaos magic, all the stuff that they have been doing to other people. It comes back. It comes back, and it ruins your life. It really, really does. And then people just don't, I guess you don't pay attention. It's like you just need to pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to everything that is going on, because everything that's going on is not what it seems. There's a reason why this is happening, and you have to pay attention in order to figure it out, because everybody's gonna lie. Nobody's gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own, because nobody's gonna tell you nothing. They're gonna act like, oh my God, like, what are you talking about? Oh, they would never, or why would you say that? And it's like, you must think I'm really fucking dumb. But you know, all these years all these years of growing and healing and evolving and trying to move forward, and life is like, you just see it for what it is. You know, people go through karma, you go through bad luck for long periods of time. It's because what have you been doing to other people? What have you been doing? This is why you're having all this bad luck. It's because you have been doing bad things to people. You're not supposed to treat people like that, because the energy always comes back to you. So that's why you're not supposed to do evil things to people. You're supposed to do good things. You're supposed to be a good person. You'll always be blessed. You'll always be favored, because you're a good person. You have a good heart. You have a good, clean heart. And you don't, you know, you try to stay positive, stay in a high vibration. You know, you just want things to work out. But it's like you always have these kind of people that'll sit there and they'll play in this magic and they'll do all this stupid things. But it always comes back, because the people in the 80s, they was doing this shit in the 80s. They was doing it in the 70's. They was doing this shit. You know, they was doing it when you were young and you was growing up. They were mad. They were jealous because you looking all cute in your little short mini skirt, and they mad. They are mad and they want to ruin your life. So they're going to sit there and they're going to do magic, because they won't come to you and they won't say nothing to you, but they'll play in magic. And you have all this stuff is happening to you, and you have to grow. You have to heal from it. You have to go through it. You just have to go through it. That's how you evolve. That's how you grow. That's how you heal. That's how you evolve, and you overcome all these situations that people try to put you through. You overcome it. Like, you don't be like, you don't act like it's the end of the world. Like, you keep it pushing forward. You keep it moving. You act like, you know what, I'm gonna get through this. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. Like, God got me. My ancestors got me. Like, I'm gonna be all right. Like, this is gonna pass. Like, bad days don't last forever. Bad days don't last forever. Like, this is gonna pass, and you gonna be all right. You know, all this energy, all this work, all these people have been doing, it comes back and it ruins their life for long periods of time, for 10 years. So say if you do one curse, then you curse yourself for 10 years for that one curse that you wanted to do on this one person, because you was mad at them, you was jealous of them, and you wanted to curse them. They overcame it. They overcame it, and now they're good. And what happens? You done cursed yourself for 10 years. That's what happened. So you have all this bad luck for 10 years. That is the rules. Those are the rules of black magic. Like, if you want to sit there and you want to play in it, then you should at least know the rules. Know the rules if you want to sit there and you want to play in it. Like, you know, you can't work on everybody, because not everyone can be worked on. a lot of people are protected. A lot of people are good. They are actually good people. And when you try to hurt them, you hurt yourself. Trying to hurt them, it's like God covers them. You don't know what they got. So you can't sit there and attack people you don't know. And people have been doing this for years, for the 70s, the 80s, and the 90's. They're like, oh, I'm gonna do a love spell. Oh, I like him. I'm gonna do a love spell on him, and he's gonna want me, and he's gonna leave his girl. And like, this was high school. This was being done in high school. So, and then this is how they grew up. But and then it's like, this is what they were taught. So, and then they either look it up or find it online, and they're like, oh, I want to do this. But it's like they don't look at the consequences of doing this kind of wicked things. You cannot take a person's will away and think that you are going to have a good life. You are not going to have a good life. You are cursing yourself. Cursing yourself. That's what you're doing. You're cursing yourself. So every time you're trying to do something that you're not supposed to be doing, you curse yourself. You can't even tell nobody what you're doing because you're doing bad things. Like, you're not supposed to be doing things like that. I light candles. I show you what I'm doing. I post it. I put it up because I'm not doing anything bad. I'm trying to protect myself. Like, return to sender. All this negative energy these people throwing, because people throwing shit, they do it all the time. And you have to protect yourself. You have to be knowledgeable of what the hell is going on, because everybody's gonna lie. Everybody's gonna lie. And they've been doing this shit for centuries. They've been doing this shit forever. That's how generational curses come to pass, because this has been going on for centuries, for a long period of time. And it's like, we are supposed to learn. We're supposed to pay attention to what the hell is going on. We're supposed to notice the patterns, the repetitive patterns. When it's a repetitive pattern, that means that it's karmic. When you have to learn the same lesson more than one time, I think I said it twice, but when you have to learn the lesson more than one time, it becomes a karmic lesson, because you didn't learn it in one time. You have to keep on going through the same thing over and over and over and over. And that's how it becomes karmic, because you have to learn it more than one time. And it sucks. Black magic has been around forever. They make movies about it. They make movies. They call it sci-fi. They call it fantasy. They call it all this kind of stuff, but it's real. Like, this is what people have been doing all these years, and then they want you to forget, and they want you to keep doing the same dumb shit. They don't want you to break your curses. They don't want you to evolve, grow, heal, and evolve. Just pay attention. Pay attention to the patterns. I know I am in New York City. It is noisy in New York City. It's always noisy here. My window is open and it echoes. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to talk about that, because black magic has always been around. You think a love spell is something so good, it's something that you're going to do for you to get what you want, or so that you can be with who you want, or so the person that you want will be with you. And then the whole thing with a love spell, how a love spell backfires, is the person ends up hating you. They fucking hate you. They hate your guts. They can't stand you, and they won't know why they hate you so much. They don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to see you. They delete everything. But it's because you're doing love spells on them. They don't love you genuinely. They will never love you genuinely, because you're doing a love spell on them. So Love spells are black magic. So when it backfires, it makes the person hate you. You want them to love you, and then they end up hating you, and that's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you more because that's not what you wanted, but that's what's gonna end up happening when you do a love spell on someone. They hate you. They hate you. That's that. When you do money spells, when you do something against a person's money, like for them to have hardships, financial hardships, or just for things to be off within their money, or for their money not to come in the way it normally comes in, you know what happens to you? Your money's fucked up. Your money doesn't come in. You could lose your job. You could lose your income. You start having all of these unexplained bills just start popping up. Automatic withdrawals or automatic payments get deducted from your accounts. And you're like, what the fuck? But you know, you were doing things, money spells, against the person's money, trying to attack their finances. What's gonna happen? It's gonna happen to you. Your finances are gonna be fucked up. And then the person that you did all this work on, that you wanted to have them all fucked up, they're gonna have even more money. That is so ironic. So thank you for all the fucking money spells, because you know it's just gonna make you more abundant. It's gonna make you more wealthy. It's gonna make you more reasons to be mad. And then the more you attack the money, the more the money comes in. So it's like, you know, the people that sit here and they do things out of anger, out of jealousy, out of hate, because they hate you, so they want to hurt you. And they think by hurting your money, hurting your finances, hurting your looks, or hurting your love life is gonna affect you. It's like, you know, when you're focused on yourself and trying to evolve, trying to grow from all these things people do to try to harm you, it just makes you stronger. It makes you overcome things, and it makes these blessings come to you. It makes money come to you. It makes love come to you. It brings the person that you're trying to harm, they will be blessed and you will be cursed. That's how black magic works. And I don't understand, like, why do people do it? They do it because they're so angry and they're so hateful, and they want to hurt you so bad. So they think that, oh, I'm gonna do black magic on this person. But I don't think that they are knowledgeable of the consequences that you are cursing yourself. You're cursing yourself for 10 years. Like, you want to cause hardships for a person. You want them to have a bad time, right? But it's gonna come back to you for 10 years. When it's doubled, when the karma gets doubled, that's 10 times 2. That's 20 years, you know, of bad luck. You know, they want you to be cursed in love. They don't want you to be in love. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be married. They don't want you to have a baby. They don't want you to be in love, you know? And then it curses them, and you will be in love. You will find love. Like, you will find the greatest love. And you'll be with this person forever while they're alone and miserable forever. But it's because of all of the love spells that they did, trying to curse you. You know, black magic is not... Black magic is something so evil, it's so wicked, and it's so cruel. And the thing is that it works. It will work. But it's like, when you are knowledgeable of what the hell is going on, what people are doing, what people are capable of, it's not gonna work on you. It's not. You don't have to sit there and try to get a person back. You just want to grow. You just want to get past this. You just want to put this behind you and never look at it again, and never have to deal with situations or people that do these kind of things. I'm talking about it because it's like situations arise, and I know it's love spells, or I know how it's affecting a person, and then it takes time to sink in their head, like, oh, this is why. It's because they were doing magic, they did love spells, they did money spells, they did things to attack me. And it's like, why? Like, you actually cared for the person, but they wanted to cause you hardships. And it's always gonna go back to them. It's always gonna go back to them. Karma's gonna hit them. They're gonna be fucked up for 10 years. If it's a times 2, it's 20 years. So say if you're 30 and you done cursed yourself for 10 years, and then if it's double, that's 20 years. You can be 50 still going through it. So say if you're like 39, you're 39 and you're doing this dumb shit. You're cursing yourself for 10 years. That's 49. If it's doubled, you're going to be 59. Cursed with bad luck. It's like, I don't know. You just have to grow. You have to heal. You have to evolve. All this stuff people do to you, they want to hurt you. They want to harm you. They want you to have all these problems. Don't do anything to these people. Whatever's going on, you can get past it. There's a solution to everything. There's a way around everything. Bad days don't last forever. You just got to get past it. You just got to get past it. You have food in your house. You have your family. You have your children. You have someone that you care for or you care about. Then it's like, that's what matters. Blessings are going to come. You just have to get past the struggle part. When you are going through the struggle and when you get past it, when you get past the struggle, you can appreciate the blessings so much more, because you were going through this struggle for so long, for so many years, going through this struggle because people wanted to put you in a fucked up situation, and you got past it. You got past it. You overcame it. You're okay. Your kids are okay. You have food. You have a place to stay. Like, you're okay. Nothing happened to you. You will be all right. All you had to do was get past it. Don't go crazy. Don't be like, I'm gonna do this to this one. Don't try to get these people back. You just forgive them. You move forward and you keep it pushing. You keep doing what you gotta do with your life. You raise your kids. You will be all right. God is watching you. Your ancestors are watching you, and they're proud of you for not doing something evil. Not doing something evil, because they're like, okay, my baby's good. My baby's a good one. She's a real one. Like, and they're going to protect you even more. You don't have to go after these people because your ancestors are real. God is real. God sees everything. Your ancestors see it too. Like, these people, they do all this stuff and they think that they're hurting you, and it's like they're only hurting themselves. And it's sad. It's actually sad. But they have to learn their own lessons, When they sit there and they do this magic to people to hurt them, it's like they are going to have to go through it, and they're going to go through it even worse. And they're going to have to learn the lesson. They're going to have to learn the lesson not to do this shit. Because look at what happened from doing this black magic. They curse themselves. They curse their children. They curse their bloodline. They curse everything. And it sucks to be them. It really does. It just sucks to be them. But, stay positive, vibe high. The struggle is real, but when you get past it, when you get past the struggle, Good things are going to come. Blessings are going to come into your life. And you're going to be so happy. You can finally appreciate all the good things that are going to come. Because blessings are going to come into your life. And you can be thankful. You can be grateful. You can be, stay humble. Stay humble. Don't be an asshole. Stay humble. Don't, just stay humble and be thankful. I know I am talking a lot. Always lead with love, stay positive, vibe high. I just wanted to talk about the magic because nobody talks about the magic. And then it's like, it's something that has been going on for years. It has always been around, but nobody talks about it. So I don't know. It's like, I think when I was growing up, like my parent or my mother was like, oh, I don't want to tell you how this world really is. So, and then, all the fucked up things started happening and nobody tells you anything because they don't want you to know what the fuck is going on. Then you finally realize what is going on and what people are doing and what they're capable of. It's like, oh my God. Like this is what people do. This is what they do. This is normal. It's normal to them, but it's like people have been blinded to what really is going on. And that's why we have to awaken, we have to grow, we have to heal, we have to evolve. Like, people go through a lot of things in life. Everybody's going through something. Everybody has a problem. Everybody has to heal. We all have to heal. We have to grow. We have to evolve, and we have to become better. That's the only way to overcome things, is you have to heal from it. If you don't heal from it, then you're going to be messed up towards anyone that you come in contact with because you didn't heal from a situation that happened in the past. Like, you have to heal from it. If you have to stay alone and heal, stay alone and heal and get past it. Grow up, evolve, I know I'm talking a lot, but always lead with love, stay positive, vibe high, and I'll see you later. Bye.